Yo, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today with that boy Billy. Billy, what's good? How are you, bro?
I'm good.
Good. All right, we had a little catch up before. You said you were, sorry, remind me what rank you are. Gold what, sorry?
Gold 3.
Gold 3, okay, cool. So what we're gonna be doing is going through, and this is our first session together, so we're just gonna be going through the basics, starting off, and I'm just gonna try and work through some of the problems I've had with gold players in the past, things that I found that they struggled with, and try to get you to that next level. So generally, people in the gold level, I feel like they've got a decent understanding, right? Gold is actually the most popular rank you find yourself in, and a lot of it does come down to, I would say, speed, timing, and just kind of efficiency. So you probably have a good shot, you probably have like okay awareness, okay this, okay that. So I feel like you have a good range of abilities, but it's about getting it a little bit better, a little bit faster. Okay, so for the first drill, we're going to simply start off with just making sure you're using the right fundamentals and the right stuff. Could you stand behind this car for me, please? Exactly where I'm standing, just this side. Perfect. So what we're going to do to start things off with here, okay, is we're going to go through and I'm going to give you 5 attempts to kill me. So right now, before we start, I am standing here with a submachine gun, okay? And there's a concept I like to go through called controlling the gunfight. I'm sure people watching at home have heard me say it before, but before we get into that, we're just going to see how you generally play and what you do in these scenarios. So you're going to say 3, 2, 1, go, and we're going to start fighting whenever you're ready, okay? The only rule is no equipment, just straight weapons, straight jackal v jackal, and I want to see what you do in this scenario. Before we start, who do you think has the advantage?
Oh, you do.
Okay,
I mean, I have the head glitch. If you're going to push me, I have the head glitch, but
okay, so why do I have the advantage? Oh, no.
You.
So forget the skill in terms of like the player. Just talk about, imagine that you're watching this from a codcaster perspective and you don't know the player's ability, right? You don't know your ability or my ability and you're watching. Who would you say has the advantage if it was a even battlefield in terms of like player versus player?
Oh, I'd say I have the advantage right here.
So we want to forget about like me versus you, because then you're going to say, oh, you know, you might be a better player, you're going to have the advantage. So in terms of the player versus player, this player here has the advantage, which we're both agreeing with. Cool. So your job now is to maintain that advantage and use that advantage to win the gunfight. So whenever you're ready, say 3, 2, 1, we're going to have a fight. Really important. If I do manage to kill you, please watch the kill cam. Try not to skip it. I know people kind of forget. The reason why is because you can see how it looks. For example, right now, if I did this, you can see from my perspective and your perspective. So you're going to start to put together the picture of how it looks as an opponent's POV and how it looks on my POV, because they actually look a little bit different. And that's the first thing. Okay, so when you're ready, let's go. Give me a 3, 2, 1 and we'll run it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so right there is a perfect example of kind of just how long a gunfight took there. You can see I was kind of running around, and there wasn't a lot of pressure from me. So when I didn't really want to kill you there. I kind of wanted to wait for around, just buy some time to see how long it takes you to kill me. So it's another thing. I had no doubt you were going to kill me eventually, right? But the point was, as a gold player there, what we need to do, the first thing we need to do is reduce the amount of time that takes to get that kill. Do you think you could have done that more efficiently and a bit more quicker there?
Probably.
Yeah, because that took about, I don't know, like 10 seconds for that gunfight. But the issue was I was kind of going around, and then I was going around, I just stood here, and I kind of started 360. I was just standing here, right? For me, it has to be a bit more efficient from you and get those kills quicker. Now, let me explain why it has to be a bit more efficient. Right now, we're in a 1v1, okay? Every drill we go through, I want you to imagine in your head that this is a real game scenario. Now, I know we don't play Nuketown on the CDL map, but this is the map you warm up on. It's quite easy to go through, right? In this situation, if we're in a 1v1 and we're fighting, and I make you weak, could you go prone for me? Could you just go prone? While you're prone, okay, and stay in cover, every second that I take to push you is a chance that your teammate can come and help you. Does that make sense?
Right.
So your best interest there is to play your life and finesse. So imagine I'm coming round like this. Your teammate could then maybe come out of that garage and kill me. So there's a lot of other stuff we need to remember in a gunfight. So one of them is efficiency. So if I make you one shot, I could probably get the kill. If I walk around slowly, I could probably get the kill, right? However, because your teammates are going to come out of nowhere, I need to be really efficient and get the kill as quick as possible so that I'm ready for your teammates, okay? The next thing is you want to make sure you get the kill while maintaining as much health as possible. Why do you think that's important? If I kill you and I have 100% health versus if I had, say, 20% health, why do you think that's important? Like, what would you say is a real difference there?
Well, oh, I'm sorry. So, like, what do you exactly?
No problem. I'll say that again. I'll say that again. No problem. So, go prone for me. And just look at me.
Yep.
Okay. So imagine if I did this. Could you just shoot me that once? Okay. Imagine I killed you there, but I'm weak now. I'm at 70% health, right?
Yeah.
Or if I did this and I killed you without you shooting me, what is the key difference? Because both times I've killed you, right? So is there a difference whether I'm weak or not? Or what would you say? In a 4v4 situation, if you make me weak...
It's definitely going to be easier for my team to get a follow-up to get the trade.
That's the thing right there. What you just said is very important. It's easier for your teammate to get the trade. So what most people don't realize is, one, if you're in this position and you're weak, you're probably going to die, right? Instead of just hiding like this and doing nothing, the best thing you could do is there's two things. One, try to buy time for your team to get there. And two, try to make the opponent overcommit and make him weak. That way your teammate has an easier trade, okay? So when we go through the VOD review after, there's going to be a lot of times we go through where I'm going to show you a scenario where you're probably one shot and you just jump and chow them. One, you didn't help your teammate by buying time, and two, you didn't make them weak. So those are useless deaths. Okay, there are certain times where you're playing your life, baiting for your team, and you're being annoying. Those deaths are valuable because you brought value to your team. Okay, so you happy with the difference?
Yep.
Cool. Let's go for now. That was just kind of a general team thing. Now we're actually gonna go through this drill again, and I want you to see a bit more pressure from you and see how you can kill me. So let's go again when you're ready. And this time I'm actually gonna try and kill you and see how we can play differently. Okay, let's go when you're ready.
All right. Yep. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so right there, I didn't do anything crazy. There was no omni movement, just kind of going left and right, simple things there. And I just felt like right there again, there should be a bit more pressure from you and just kind of holding the head glitch and just being a little bit smarter with your angles, okay? So we're going to go through that again. Talk to me through that gunfight from your perspective.
Well, I didn't move much, man. I wasn't sure exactly how much you wanted me to move around this car.
Okay, so
you
can do what you want. We'll do that again. You could do what you want. The point is, this is your starting position, and this is mine.
Okay.
So, as in, like, we just basically, like, we both dropped into the game in this position, and it's like, cool.
Okay.
Let's see what you could do in this scenario. Imagine this is a real game scenario. What can we do? Basically like that. So let's move on and do that again. Now that I should be a bit more clear on me. So whenever you're ready, same situation. The point is you have an advantage to start with, and I just kind of want to see what you do and how you react with the advantage, essentially. So we'll go again.
Okay, gotcha.
And we'll start. Okay, so
all
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so watch the kill cam for me. So what we just went through right there is a very, very, I would say, predictable example of what happens when I coach gold people. When I coach gold players, this is a very common mistake, okay? It's not a bad thing. It's just about understanding why it might not be the best play, in my opinion. Let's go through it together and kind of talk about it. Cool. So let's start off with a few things, and this is where I'm going to get the concept. So everyone watching at home, we're going to go through a concept together, okay? It's called controlling the gunfight. This applies to bronzes all the way up to top 250s. I'm going to have videos on it explaining even when the pros do it and stuff like that, okay? So right here, Billy, there's 3 concepts. So 3 sides to this triangle, okay? So you start off with your skill, the skill of the player. So, for example, right now, could you just stand right in front of me right here? Okay? This is just a skill of the player. So if we were to have a 50-50 gunfight right now, if we were to have a referee, and the referee said, okay, I want you guys to have a fight in 5 seconds. Who would win this gunfight right now? Both of us 50-50 like this.
Oh, most likely you.
Okay, but it would be quite even, right? Because there's not a lot of skill. There's not a lot of variables between this. If we had a fight right now, 3, 2, 1, you could probably win it because I'm on 130 ping, right? So like right now, the skill is very low. So the first thing is skill. However, if we had a gunfight like, let's say, could you stand here for me, please? Okay, when I just turn around. When I say now, all I want you to do is jump like this. When I say now, all I want you to do is jump like this. Just jump to the side. Yeah, like that. Okay. Right.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay. In that scenario, let's just imagine we both jump the exact same time. We have a gunfight. There's a little bit more skill involved because once I did the jump, I could go backwards or prone, right? There's some movement involved. The point is, in this scenario, when it's a 50-50 like this, the player with the more skill will probably win it, right? Does that make sense?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so if I'm a more skilled player, I am okay with taking these 50-50s because they're not really 50-50s. The whole concept of 50-50, I think, has confused people. What a 50-50 gunfight really means is if you and your opponent are the exact same skill, it will be a 50-50 gunfight. But the issue is you're never the same skill as your opponent. In this scenario, if you think I'm more skilled, I have a higher chance of killing you. Okay, so you with me on that?
Right. Yep.
Okay, let's just start on that for a second. Let's just keep that 1 point for now, the skill. Same concept. If we both jumped out of the open and I had same thing, 3, 2, 1, go. You see how I've got a knife out? automatically you have a bigger advantage. So your skill is basically what you're working with, your centering, just your preparation for the gunfight, essentially, right? Things like that.
Right.
That's what comes under your skill, your overall gun skill and stuff like that. Now the issue is most people I coach and work with and watch online, they all rely on their skill. Is that something that you're familiar with? Is that something you might normally do? Is you might just take a gunfight and kind of just hope to win it based on just your gun skill and stuff like that?
I mean, yes. It kind of just depends. I mean, I have watched a lot of your videos, so I have tried to implement these concepts of like the triangle and trying to make sure you could camera and all that stuff if you don't have the skill. But I would say, generally speaking, I'm quick to push. You know?
So I want to go on that point right there. So you understand the concepts. So you have the advantage in terms of you understand it. But for me, understanding it is good, but the execution is everything. You can understand it as long as you don't, if you don't execute, it's not really going to help you. So can you stand right here for me? And this is the perfect example. In this gunfight we had earlier, I actually made you weak. I hit you like twice. And then, do you remember what you did? You kind of slid out here.
I came right out here into the open.
So now let's stand here. Just stand here for a second, okay? So stand back here, sorry, on the right side where you walk. Cool. So now just stand there. Not only are you in the open where I have a bit of cover, you are also weak. So I'm able to finesse you. So right there's a perfect example of not utilizing the triangle. Because you said to me earlier, I think you're more skilled. I think you have the highest skill in this scenario. Now, let's just say that's true for the triangle. If that's true, if you think I'm more skilled and you're at a disadvantage, you need to be making sure that you are prioritizing side 2 and side 3, which is your health and your positioning. But when you make this play, when you slide out of the open into this area, you're doing the opposite. You are basically giving me a chance because now positionally, I've got cover. I could do this. Now, you see what I'm saying? I can finesse you. I've got cover. And health-wise, you're already weak. So even if I go for the challenge, you're already weak. So it's your job to slow the gunfight down and say, right, Arv's better. Cool. I'm going to stand here and use the head glitch. Once you get me weak, then you close the angle down. Then you close the angle down. Now, the reason I didn't want to start with the concept is because I wanted to show you, you may understand the concept, but applying it is completely different. And are you seeing now how you didn't apply it because you just overcommitted while weak? And that happens in gunfights all the time, okay? Any questions, anything you want to say about
that? No.
Okay, cool. So we're going to try that again. Try the exact same thing again, the same gunfight again. This time I want to see what you're made of. See how you can maybe use the advantage of the position and the health to your advantage whenever you're ready. Just what you're doing there is much better, bro. Could you stand here for me before we continue? You stand here. So this is your starting spot, right? But just generally, if I look at this car, it's very obvious to me. This scenario right now, how much of my body can you see?
Half of it.
Cool. What about now?
Barely any, like your head, maybe little bits here and there through the windows, but not much.
This is the most important thing, okay? It's about angles. Right now, how much of my body can you see?
Barely any. Your head.
Okay. So
like the very top of your head.
Okay. So right there, normally you should be able to shoot through that, even though I can see you, it's not shooting, which is a bit annoying. But what you need to do is utilize the cover and say, right, if I go right here, like, okay, cool, I can jump and make him weak. I can go crouch. I can line up my shot, go round like that. And be annoying, but you were kind of standing here. In our gunfight, you were standing here, and it was basically more of your body was showing itself. You know what I'm saying? Like you were doing this. Now, right now, if I said to you, you have to finesse me, you probably have a high chance because most of my body's showing. But if I went here, like you see that, like I barely show my body. I jump like that, I make you weak, I back away. Like I'm using this side of the cover, then I'm going around. Like you see how much harder it is for you to hit me because I'm using this side of the cover. Like this is so much harder for you to hit me. Because there's so much less of my body showing. Now, normally in a game, you'll find line of sight. So right now, I can see your head, but I can't actually shoot it, which is a bit silly from the game, like allowing me to see it. It's just the way the angle is. But what you can do is use your cover, line it up, go right, and back away. Like right there, were you able to shoot me if I wanted to? If you wanted to? Or was it quite hard? Let's see the angle. Let's see the angle.
It's hard. It's not easy.
That's not the easiest gunfight. That's because I'm like keep on predictably going there as well. But you have to basically hit perfect headshot, right? So you just come down to different angles, okay? So we're gonna try that one more time, but utilize this car, utilize your map, make me weak, pre-fire me. If you know I'm coming for, if I'm doing this, bro, if I'm doing this 5 times, why are you letting me? You know what I'm gonna do. Why are you waiting for me? Just be like, oh, he's coming left, pre-fire me. Maybe one shot. When I'm one shot, then you just run and slide at me. You see what I'm saying? That's what I want you to do. Because think about it, if we slow it down, when I come out here, you see my whole body. If you go to the other angle, go to the angle on the right, I can only see your head. So I have to hit shots like on your head, but you can see my whole body. So you have a higher chance of killing me. And you just got to utilize those angles a lot more. So we're going to try it again. Now, remember, if I see you go to the left here, if you do it too early and I see you go to the left, I might play from the right. I might do something else. But then your job is to be quick about it. So if I'm standing here, what does that mean on the map? It means I'm on the right side of this side from my end, right? That means I'm out in the open. That means I'm out in the open. So you should immediately recognize that and go, and there you go to the left side of the car. And now you can see you got head glitch, right? I'm out in the open.
Right.
So you need to use the minimap and see where I'm standing and what your best area is to basically kill me, okay? Let's go again.
Okay.
3,
all right. Yep.
2, 1,
yep.
go. Good. Better shots, better positioning from you. See, I overcommitted, there was no danger from you. I'm overcommitted, there's no danger from you. No shots while I'm overcommitting. Okay, right there should be dead, you should be pushing me. And that's what we gotta work on, right there. There was a few times there where I fully committed out. Right there, you made me one shot. You made me one shot, and you held the angle. Let me go through that. This is the most important thing I want you to realize, okay? I overcommitted there. We're gonna slow this down together. And I know exactly what you're gonna say, and we're gonna go through it. When I overcommitted and you made me weak, shoot me twice. Cool, I'm here now, I'm standing here. Right now, when you're holding the angle, what are you waiting for? You're waiting for me, while weak, to overcommit, right? Just in case I like try to overcommit and camera you, is that right?
Right, yeah.
Okay, this is what we're gonna learn now. How to challenge someone while expecting the re-challenge, okay? So could you switch with me right here?
Yep.
Okay. In this situation, just go behind the pillar so I can't see you. Perfect. Right now, if I was to run at you, what could you do? If I was to run at you right now, if I was to let go and run at you, what could you do?
Just shoot you right off this side, or?
Okay. So the reason I'm saying that, if you come here, could you stand next to me? When you were in this position, like pre in this area, so this assault box, what we're gonna use was me, okay? This assault box is me, okay? So behind cover here, cool. Okay. When you were standing here and you were holding the angle, what were you hoping I do? What were you hoping? Best case scenario for you? What was your best case scenario for me right now? For you right now, for me to do?
Probably that you would overcommit and I'd be able to get some shots on you.
Okay. So best case scenario, is it this way or this way? Like 1 or 2?
Probably to the right is what I was thinking.
As in your right, like this side?
Yeah, cool. There you go. Your
best case scenario is I do this. Something like that, right? Okay. I'm guaranteeing you, if I'm weak, could you shoot me 3 times? I am standing here and waiting till I heal up, and I'm just shouldering, if anything, trying to get pressure. As soon as I see you're not pushing me, I'm chilling right here. I'm waiting until I fully heal up. So you're like, what your plan is, it only works if I push you or if I jump out of the open. Happy with that so far?
Yep.
Okay, so your plan doesn't work if I play patiently. Now, the reason I say this is because most people in this scenario, what they do is they do what they would do on the other side. Does that make sense? So what you're doing right now is you're pre-aiming this because if you were me, you would challenge it. That's why you're pre-aiming it, because you're like subconsciously telling yourself, I would challenge this, so let me watch out for the challenge. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Whenever you play, you do what you basically block what you would do. So you would normally push, that's why you're holding it. And I've worked with hundreds of goals that do the exact same thing. Now, what I want to do is show you the concept of being aggressive with confidence. Because of this, I said to you, there's 2 things I could do. 1 is I can re-challenge you, or 2 is I can play my life, okay? Now, I could also reposition, but we'll go through that later. For now, let's focus on those 2 things. What I want you to do is a play where it works, whether I'm hiding in a corner or I'm re-challenging you, okay? Let me explain how to do that. Could you switch with me?
Yep.
I'm gonna show you what I mean, okay? Stand behind that wall. I'm gonna hit you twice, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. Right now, if I hold this, don't move. Right now, because I didn't push you, have you got full health now?
Yep.
So where's my advantage gone? It's gone now because you got full health, right? So that's what you did. Do you see the issue now? If the person there doesn't push me, I'm just standing here waiting for the overcommitment, okay? So what I should do is this. Let's say I make you weak. I should slide at you. Now, when I slide at you, can you shoot me? Yes. However, by the time I slide around the corner, if you're looking at me, let's say I'm sliding around and you're looking at me, I can, I only have to hit you 1 time. You have to hit me 4 times. So you actually basically want the gunfight. So if you make someone one shot, you kind of want the gunfight. If I make you one shot here, I'm going for the gunfight because you're so weak. Now, if I slide around the corner like this, you have to hit me 4 times. I only have to hit you once. So that gunfight I'm taking is beneficial to me.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So that's something I want you to start doing in terms of like making sure you be aggressive. Because right now you were standing here, you didn't push me because like why didn't you push me? What was kind of going on there in your head, like concept wise?
Just that I probably wouldn't win if I did push you.
But that's the thing, we got to stop having that in your mindset, because you're not going to win if I'm standing there and healing up anyways. So why not take the gunfight where you have the advantage? You see what I'm saying? The reason I say this is because I think it comes down to a confidence thing. What you're saying there is I'd rather play safe on a head glitch, but my issue is all you've said to me is, oh, I've made you weak. I'm so scared to push you while weak. I'm going to let you heal up and hope to fry you. But it's like, if you're not confident to kill me when I'm weak, then how are you going to kill me when I have full health?
Right.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, and I agree.
Yeah.
Completely agree. Well, yeah.
You need to have the confidence to say, right, I'm going to slide past the corner and I can hit one shot before Arv hits 4. If I can't, then that's not about confidence. That's just me. I need to go in the lab and get that. I just have to do that. There should be no one in the world, not even Dashi or Scump or whoever, that if they're one shot, you can't hit one bullet before they hit 4. Right? That's the thing. The way I look at this is, if I was in a 1v1 with Shotzi, he'll probably finesse the shit out of me. But if Shotzi's one shot in the corner, I should be able to slide out and kill him. And I think I would be able to. Not that I'm saying I'm better than Shotzi, but in that scenario, because he has 20 health, I should be able to kill him. Have you ever watched a CDL Pro? And has there ever been a game where they've never got shot? Like, they're always going to lose gunfights, right? It's just about those scenarios. So don't be afraid of the person you're playing against, especially if you have the advantage. Play for the advantage. Once you have it, be smart and then finesse. Let's try again. Stand there. And now we're going to talk about how to push me. If you run at me, right? Let's just say you run at me with a full tack sprint. What are the issue there? Let's say you run at me with a full tack sprint. What's the issue there?
Number one, that like I'm bigger. I'm a bigger target than I guess if I'm sliding. And number two is I can't really access my gun quickly because it's up in the air.
Perfect. I think number one is something I didn't really think about in terms of that's not really that like important to me, but it's a great point. It's definitely a great point, and it's good that you thought that. It's actually a bonus point, right? For me, your number 2 point was my main point. When you're running, it only takes a second to kill someone. Like the time to look how quick the time to kill is. Like that is quick as fuck. That's really quick, right? So if you're running at me, by the time you get your gun up, like, can you just shoot me as I'm running at you? Just shoot me as I'm running at you. Stand here for me. I'm just gonna run at you. I'll wait to shoot me, okay?
Okay.
Like, that is so instant. So I do understand why people are scared. Oh, why would I push him? Because he's gonna fry me. But the issue is the way you push them. Okay? Same situation now. All I'm gonna do is this. Could you stand on your left? Okay, I'm gonna shoot you 3 times. When I do that, when I shoot you, all I want you to do is move a little bit to the right. That's it. And then I'm gonna run at you on the right. And I'm gonna show you how to chow someone, okay?
Okay.
Could you shoot me there? What happened there? There was no chance for you to shoot me. You couldn't even react to me. Why? And this is the concept of cameraing. When you camera someone, what happens is this. So if you stand right here for me, could you come like stand around this corner? If I was to slide around the corner, I see you a second before you see me. Based on FPS and cameraing, I see you a second before you see me. So I'm basically going to get the first shot guaranteed. Okay, happy with that?
Right. Yep.
Now this is where we combine the concepts. Come here for me, please. This is where we combine the concepts, right? So stand right here. If I said to you, I've hit you 3 times, how many bullets left to kill you?
1 or 2.
Okay.
1.
It's 1. It's 4 shots. Sorry, I didn't mean to kill you. I want to show you. But if you come back exact same spot, and I'm going to show you why it's just so important. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. If I hit you 3 times, stand right. Perfect. Stand there. Now I slide and camera you. I'm going to hit my 4th shot before you even react to me. Okay?
Right.
So that's why it's so important, if you have the health advantage, to camera them and just take the gunfight. But what you were doing is you stood here. And you see why it's so important to do that? Because now you're one shot. I go around. I camera you. You don't even get a chance to see me. I basically killed you quicker. Now that I've killed you quicker, your teammates can't trade me. It's just a lot quicker, a lot more aggressive. And you don't have a chance to kill me. I don't care if you're Shotzi, Dashi, whoever you are. If you're one shot and I'm sliding around, I'm going to get the kill on you. And it's happened in game. There's people that aren't as good as me and they camera me and like, GG, you get the kill. There's people that are better than me and I camera them, GG, I get the kill. It's all about the mechanics and having confidence to take the smart gunfight. I'm not telling you to do this in the open when I'm full health. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when you have the advantage, when you make me one shot, camera me, go around, camera me and get the kill.
Right, yep.
Okay, let's try that again. Stand here, I want you to get aggressive here. I'm gonna let you get those first shots and I want you to get aggressive and kill me. So this is the game. You're going to hit me 3 times. As soon as your third bullet lands, I want you to try and kill me. I'm going to reposition and try and finesse. As soon as your third bullet lands, I want you to kill me, okay?
All right.
Okay. Slow. It was still okay because you were finessing me, but it was slow. Why did you not push that area? Why were you resisting to go round? You kept going left, right, left, right, left, right. Did you see the pattern? And this is what we want to start learning as a player, pattern recognition. So stand here for me. Okay, this is what happened. All I want you to do is when you go right, I'm going to go left. Just keep doing the same thing. Go right. Now, so yeah, okay, so start that again. So go right to left. Okay, if I'm copying you, why are you not stopping the pattern? Think about it. You're chasing me. So you are in control. Like, you have the advantage. So what you do is this. You go left, go right, and then you just slide left. You never once went past this line. You constantly did this. Yeah. Is that fair to say? It's like there was a restriction. But this is the issue. You need to remember what I said to you. The first thing you want to do. You are trying to force the gunfight. Why? Because I'm weak. Now, what you did a really good job at was constantly keep me weak. You constantly kept me weak. As soon as you realize I was one shot, bro, add another slide in, man. Chase the fuck out of me, bro. Why are you standing left, right, left, right? No, you're too, why are you standing? No, run at me, bro. Slide this way. Go left. Let me show you what I mean. Can you stand here? Can you stand here? Break the mold. Do this. Go left. Right now, if I go left, where would I have gone? I would have perfect.
If you went left?
Okay, so let's do the other way around. Let's say we're switch roles, okay? So if you went here, in this scenario, where would I have gone in that gunfight? Where would I have gone?
Probably this way.
But I was hiding from you, so I would have been about right here, right? I would have been around here.
Oh, okay, got you. Do
you know what I'm trying to say? Like, remember in that gunfight, what actually happened was this: you were going this way, I was going that way. So we're switching roles. So right now, I'm you from the previous gunfight. With me on that? Okay, perfect. So when you were coming here in this scenario, where was I standing? Where was I going?
Over here.
Perfect. Stand right there. Stand right there. And then all you did was this. So where was I going? So be quick here. Be quick. When I do, I want you to react quickly, okay? So where was I going?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see you were just going left, right, left, right. Then you were shooting me and then kind of shooting me and then kind of shooting me. But you were just standing here. What you should have done is this. Like, I'm already here.
Right.
You see? Or this. You shoot them, then go left, and then go right again. You see that? Now look. Like, I'm just confusing you. I'm tricking you. There was no tricks. I was very simple for me to go left, right, left, right, left, right. Now, in a 4v4 game, even if you get the kill on me there, remember what we said. You're wasting so much time there that my teammate is now coming. Imagine my teammate spawns back here, right? While you're finessing left, right, my teammate comes in and he just fries you because you're wasting so much time. So you need to be more efficient. Shoot, go around, get the kill. Just be way more efficient. Same thing. Let's try that again. But does that make sense? It's not about the 1v1. You're going to win the 1v1 anyways. It's about the 4v4. It's about how much time you're taking.
Gotcha. Yep.
All right. Let's go again. Same thing. Let's try again.
Okay.
Cool. I'm one shot. See what you do here. Okay, so we definitely need to go through and work on that. But you see how I got out right there? That pressure, let's stop for a second. That pressure is what we got to work on, which is fine. If you can get through this concept, if you can work through the angles and realizing what to do, where to push, you'll be in a much better spot than most people your level, okay? So we're going to stop right there. We'll stop right there. Let's have a quick catch up and then we'll resume the session, all right? All right, so we're back. So we're going to run another 30 on protocol. So what I was saying at the end of that,
let's see what you're made of.
A lot of the times I found there, bro, if you come towards me, is what you were doing is you were making me weak, but there just wasn't enough pressure. Now, there is one thing I will say. With radar on, I'm definitely able to see, oh, you're there, I'm going to go that way. I'm going to go left, I'm going to go right. In a real game, it's sometimes harder. But at the same time, there just wasn't enough pressure. I didn't see you slide at me and really, like, force me to have a gunfight with you. There was always times where I was able to finesse, but the distance between us is so small that I shouldn't be able to just finesse. You should be able to, like, jump up top of the box and shoot me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think outside the box.
Right.
Like, for example, right now, if I'm finessing around this box, could you stand here for me? If I'm like finessing around the box, you should be like, oh, this guy's annoying. Jump up like that. Just as you're jumping, shoot me. Just like jump and shoot me. Just be annoying. Break the mode. Because right now, yes, there you go. And then I'm tweaking, and then you slide left or go through and you jump. But it depends on the way you jump. Like right now, if I'm jumping and mantling, that's taking too long. If I'm jumping here, how do I even do that? But I need to see how I did that. Yeah, you don't want to jump too close to the bot. Yeah, that's it. You want to jump a bit far away so you're not mantling. So you're jumping as you're shooting. What I did before is that if you jump right next to the box, you're mantling. Just little things like that. And those are things you start to develop as you're playing. Okay?
So you can actually jump onto this box without mantling?
I didn't even realize that until I just did it. So listen what you do. You stand on this little ledge here. Come around this way. You see, because there's a little high ground, you can jump up like that. Stand there and jump. I never did that in game. Just like that. That's what I'm saying. Things like this, bro, you learn. If I wasn't doing that, I would have stood here and done the same thing. It just from like from knowing the map right now, I would have stood on this edge and done this and done the same thing and killed you. It's all about understanding the map. This is why I say to people as well, when you're warming up, shoot bots on maps you're familiar, you're playing in rank play. Let me give you another example. Could you stand on P2 for me? Could you stand like right here in this corner? Let's just say you're standing in this corner here, like anywhere in this corner. If I was to push you from up here, you're going to pre-aim that and be ready, right? But if I was to do this, again, depends on the situation. Obviously, I need my teammates watching over me, but if I was to do this.
Oh, shit.
Do you see where I came from?
Yeah.
Let me show you. Come up here. Like, this is such a hard, like, just a weird gunfight to have. But again, I go through, I stand up here. I go through and I dolphin dive off, and I shoot them on the ledge. But just about having that in your locker, just weird plays. And that all comes down to practice, as a side note, okay?
Definitely. I mean, I could do that. I just don't know that I'd put any shots on you. You know, I'd like be shooting around you as I'm falling.
Well, another thing down comes to centering. So let's try it. Let's test that theory out. So I want you to come up here. And first thing we're gonna do is just work on the execution, okay? So it depends on the scenario where you want to land. In this situation, if, for example, could you back away? If your opponent was standing here, if I was your opponent and I was standing here, I would not recommend you to do that play. So it's all about the mini-map. Where are people positioned? However, if your teammate is standing where you are right now, imagine your teammate is gun and you guys have just got a 3-piece and you know the last player is on hill and he's shooting from here. Let's say he's shooting right here, for example. You know that no one else comes through middle. That's when you can do it. So it's not about, oh, I'm just going to play like Shotzi. It's about, okay, my teammate's got middle. I can then do it. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to dolphin dive off and land inside. So let's see if you can do that. Let's see your execution of that. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. So remember, what we want to do is we want to run up here. As we're near the end, we just want to dolphin dive off and land on the edge of that window and get like a little bunny hop going. Not bad. That was good. That was good. Okay. So we want to do that now, but what you can actually do is you can kind of land. Let me show you. You can kind of land on the edge. Oh, I messed that one up. I think you can land on the edge and kind of jump straight away. Let's try that again.
All right, I'm gonna watch you from here so I can kind of see.
All right, go for it. So I'm trying to go through, trying to land. Oh, I keep messing up and keep hitting the edge. All right, we'll leave that for now. Let me just test your centering on that. So same thing. I want you to jump off there. As you're jumping and flying, I want you to get some shots off against me. I'm gonna be standing here. Let's see how you do it.
Okay. I didn't even die.
Try again. You're chilling. And now the reason why it's important is because this like execution is something you should be practicing, okay? So when you're in a private game and you're warming up, be like, you know what? I'm going to try this 30 times today and I want to see if I can kill someone. Get a second controller, bro. Get a second controller. Put that controller here. Put that player here and see if you can try it. These are things people can do by themselves. Get someone you're playing with. Just say, yo, sit here. Go for your dinner. Leave your controller on. I just want to try something. Things like that. Go for it. Let's try again. Okay, so right there was perfect movement, but the shots were missing. So what we need to do is adjust our centering as we're midair, right? So what we're trying to do is like, every time you're playing, just generally, your left stick and right stick work together. So for example, let's say we're standing right here. If I wanted to shoulder this corner, if I wanted to slide around this corner, I would use my left stick to go forward. As I'm sliding, I would use my right stick to position my centering. So it's about using them together. So when you're diving off this building here, your left stick and stuff is getting you prepared, right? As you're sliding off, you need to move your right stick literally as you're sliding off to where you want it to be. Your centering needs to be worked on as soon as you start to dive. What I think most people do is they work on their centering too late. So as soon as you start to dive, the second you press that dive button, I want you to work on your centering so that it's ready on me. Let's try again.
Okay. All right.
And try to shoot me as you go through. That looks so trolly, bro. That looks so trolly. You just died to your death there. That was funny. I don't even know how you died there. Let's try that again.
I don't either.
And remember, this time when you're landing, okay, let's try landing. So go through, just as you're at the edge there, depending on where your dolphin dives. Let's stop here. Let's stop here. Think about it logically. Where are you trying to dolphin dive? You were trying to dolphin dive onto this bit here. Let me show you.
Okay.
So you're trying to dolphin dive here.
Okay.
Okay, so that you're landing on this edge. So it's all about your movement and positioning. We'll spend like another minute on this and we'll try and get it through, then we'll go on the drill again. Sorry, I just thought this would be important to go through because this is the perfect example. You probably see someone in game do this, right? And it's just about having these little things to add to your skill gap. This is a very niche thing. Someone watching this might say, oh, I'm never doing this. But that's the problem. You need to have these things in your locker because you never know when you need them. If you have 10 of these on every map, do you know how many plays you can make? Like this is just one thing. Imagine you have 10 of these on the map. It's going to make the game so much better. So let's go for it again. Let's try it.
All right.
It's okay. And this is why it's important. Why? Because you need to be able to, in-game, under the pressure of having 4v4, be like, oh, this is an opportunity. I'm going to do this and make the play. Because I guarantee someone sitting here is not going to center into the sky expecting that. And those are the things we got to be like having our locker. Better. That was much better. Much better. We just got to get that shot going. I want you to try until you hit me. Now talk to yourself. Every time you get one misplay, I want you to tell me what's wrong with your centering there. Is it too low, too high? What went wrong there?
Well, on that one, I feel like on that one I was to your left a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that in general, it's just making sure that I'm able to track you accurately.
That's
like
very
coming
important.
around there.
That's such a good point. So what we're going to do is work on the tracking now. So we're going to simplify it. Instead of doing that dolphin dive, I want you to stand here and I just want you to jump off. All I want you to do is jump off and try and kill me. So we're going to simplify it. So now you're not going from a crazy distance. We're going from somewhere here. And as we jump, right, well, let's just think about what's happening. Let's just think about what's happening, okay? As we're jumping off, our aim is technically going lower. As we go lower, our aim is going lower. Does that make sense? Like if you were just to aim in and jump, your shot would it would naturally go down. Your aim would naturally go down. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so what do we need to do? How do we correct that? As you're jumping off, what do you think we should do with our right stick?
Should be going up.
Perfect.
Slightly.
So this is why it's important. It's not about, just recoil control. It's about understanding the situation. So right now, as you're jumping down, your right stick should be countering that. So that when you're jumping from that point, to this point here where you can't see me no more, during this distance from where I'm standing to there, you should be hitting every shot against me, because as you're jumping lower, you should be moving your crosshair up, so your centering is getting you on place to me. As you're jumping, you're moving your right stick up. That way it's tracking onto my body. So we're going to try it one more time. Let's go. I'm going to stand right here. I want you to jump down and fry me.
Okay, now do you want me to dive or just jump?
Just normal jump to the bottom and try and kill me as you jump.
Okay.
Okay, so right there you made me weak. Let's switch it. Could you stand where I was?
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay, so you see I was able to kill you there. I had to hit basically every shot there, but that's the level we want to get to of accuracy. You see how I did that first time right there? Now, if I missed a few shots there, I would have said, cool, let's go for it again. It's about having that as your floor. That was the first time I've done that, same as you. And you can see the little difference. And that's what, remember I said to you, as a gold player compared to like crimson player, it's about, you're doing a similar thing to me. It's just about having a little bit more efficiency in every drill we do. Like this random drill, it was like, okay, crim versus gold. You hit me 3 times, I hit you 4. It's just those little efficiencies we got to work through. But do you see what I'm saying now? It's not like, oh, this guy's completely useless. No, you're doing this the exact same thing as me, but just a little bit more efficient in every single scenario. And that's what it comes down to in the skill gap. Okay, so let's go for it again.
All right.
Better. Again, I'm one shot. So we just got to see, right, what are we doing there? What can we do to make it a little bit better? Same thing. Let me try it one more time. This time I dolphin now, which is a lot harder to hit. But now I make you one shot, I could go through and finesse, okay? So we can move on now, but just about having that in your locker. If you want to try one with a dolphin nab, go for it. Let's see how many hits you can hit with a dolphin nab. How weak did I make you, would you say?
I was one shot for sure.
Cool. Let's see if we can do it with the dolphin nab and make me quite weak here. Go. Okay. So you hit me maybe, I was still like quite a lot of health, right? So you can see the difference in terms of efficiency. And it's just about having it in your locker. Now, why would you dolphin dive there over jumping? For example, let me explain. Let's just imagine we're in a game right now. You're going through middle, and you're just trying to get across. If I was to jump like this, you could easily shoot me. It's quite easy for you to shoot me, right? So this is what we're going to do. Same thing. This time I want you to stand on this edge glitch. Okay?
Behind this box right here?
Yeah, you can adjust it how you want. You can reposition. I'm going to try and push you from here. I want you to try and kill me, okay?
All right.
Okay, let's stop for a second. In that scenario, I got you quite weak. I expect still you to get some shots off against me, but tell me why that was difficult for you. Why did you think you weren't able to shoot me there?
Well, I just didn't know where you were going to be.
Okay, perfect. So that's a spot right there. If I was coming through middle like this, can you see how much easier it is for you to shoot me because your centering is on me?
Yeah.
Where if I was coming through like this, you see how far, like how high up your centering has to be? And that's why it's important to have that in your locker. I'm not going to do that every single time. But if I'm playing through, imagine, this is another thing. If my teammate's standing here, if my teammate's shouldering like this and being annoying against you, bro, imagine you're trying to fight my teammate and I just come through and do this.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that is so annoying to do. You're like, what? Where did this guy come from? It's about having that in your locker, okay? Let's move on now. Let's move on. But any questions on that?
No.
And there's so many on different sides of the map, so many different things. And this is why I say it's all about learning the map, playing the map, understanding the scenario, and finding these spots, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to have some gunfights on this gun area, right? Okay. Where would you like to stand around here? You can stand, I'll tell you what, I'll give you this middle area here. Let's give you... where do you want to... I should give you P1. P1's quite a popular spot. We can go through. So could you stand anywhere on P1?
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to start off in this room here. Okay, so I want to give you a second to reposition if you feel like you need to, and I'm going to have to push you through this bottom door. So this bottom door, I have to push you through here. That's my only rule. I can finesse, I can shut the doors, but I have to push you through this bottom door. Let me know when you're ready and we'll have a fight.
I'm ready.
Okay, cool. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, let's stop right now. Stand still, stand still. So, why did I stop there? The reason I stopped there was because I stood here and I now got my health back. So everything that happened prior to this gunfight is now irrelevant because I've got my health back. So there was a brief time there where you had the health advantage. During that advantage, we go for the kill. We go for the kill because I'm weak. Now, it's very situational. If you're playing a hard point, right now, and I'm standing here, and you're standing on your side, what are we actually doing is we're both contesting the hill while our teammates are fighting for mid-map control, okay? The reason why this is very important, depending on what's happening with your teammates, you need to make a play. If right now my teammate said, Billy's one shot, I would immediately run around like this. I would try my best to go around and find a kill. But what I wouldn't want to do is this. I wouldn't want to stand here because what happens? Your teammate from there might kill me, you see? So it's all about understanding the scenario and saying, right, what's happening? Right now, if they say you're Billy's one shot, I'll go left like this. I would see you and I would take this gunfight. Why am I taking this gunfight? It's because I have the health advantage. But if your teammate shot me and I'm weak here, am I taking this gunfight? Probably not. I'm playing my life. I'm trying to finesse. I'm just waiting. I'm going around off angles. I'm buying my time, waiting for my teammates. So it's all about the situation. In this situation, when you are standing here, could you stand back here? Where were you standing originally? Where was your first spot there? When I came through the door, where was your first spot?
Right here.
Okay. Right now, you were standing, was it right here? Okay.
Yeah, somewhere around right here. Yep.
Okay. So the problem we have here is, could you stand here again? I want you to try and shoot me as I come out, okay? Try and kill me.
Okay.
How many shots did you get?
1.
Okay. In this situation, when you have an advantage, especially now you know where I'm in a 1v1, you need to be doing what? You need to be fielding a larger angle. And what you need to do is this, just kind of predict. Realistically, bro, realistically, if I was to come out, I said I have to push you, right? If I was to go here, is that a good play for me?
No.
Because there's so much time for you to kill me, right?
So much distance.
Okay. Yep. So realistically, the only play I'm going to make is go left. If I go right, you should kill me. If I go...
Yep.
If I go here, you should kill me. So you shouldn't be worried about these plays. If I do that, all you have to do is just chase me and kill me because I'm already one shot. The only play I can make is I could get to this area here. Okay? So you need to basically find the angle and say, right, Arv is probably pushing my left, which is your right. And you need to say, how do I stop him from getting here full health? All you did was hit me once. So you need to, at minimum, hit me twice there. Once I get through and I'm twice, you hit me twice, what do you do now? You've hit me twice, what do you do now? Immediately. Every time you hit me, you're taking your time. I now have full health. If you didn't kill me when I'm weak, you're now making it 50-50. Remember what I said? 50-50 gunfights are when we have the same advantage. So could you stand right here?
Right.
In this scenario, this is a 50-50, but I know I can finesse, go around. I have the skill to finesse. So you need to not make it a 50-50. I need to make it a 50-50. You need to not make it a 50-50. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so your job is to keep the advantage. Same thing. Let's try that again. Now you're standing there. So if I go through and try to like pepper you like that and make you weak, you can see like you need to be more like reactive and not just standing on a heady, because I'm going to find that gap as well. So what do you need to do? Stand here, shoulder left and right. Be annoying. Stand here, shoulder left and right. Be annoying. If you see me, start strafing and start shooting you. Start putting more pressure on me, bro. I want to see you fry me. This shouldn't be too easy for me.
Okay.
Okay, let's try again. Let me know when you're ready. Anything you want to say before we start?
Ready. No, I don't think so.
Okay, this is one thing I want to say. Every time I give you a bit of advice on where to stand, you have to remember, if I'm playing against you, even if you have like a really good position, I'm going to try and find some sort of advantage. So there's no way I'm not going to shoot you, but you need to do your best to finesse me. Like, even if you're standing right here, you have such a good head glitch, but I'm going to find a way to make you weak here. So you need to be ready for that.
Sure.
If you're going left, going right, like, don't let me have it anything. Make sure it's really hard for me to make a play. Okay?
Okay.
Let's go again.
Yep.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yep, ready.
Okay, so no shots from you. Now it's 50-50. You push me.
Yep.
Watch the kill cam.
Yep.
That's what we want to avoid. We want to make sure that you get shots on me. So we need to see what's stopping you from getting that initial pressure. Like I said, you're a good player. If you went up against a gold player there, maybe you have a high chance. Why? Nothing to do with gun skill, but there's just a pure pacing. They might just run out like this. They might, instead of tucking left hair, they might go straight hair and run at you. You might get the kill. So it's all about decision making. Right now, I know that you're there. I'm going to tuck to the left hair.
Okay.
So you just need to be faster. You need to be way faster at reading the pressure and getting the kill and making me one shot. Okay? Do you feel like I should be able to run through this door without getting any shots against me?
No, absolutely not.
And that's what we got to work on. That confidence, say, bro, you're running at me off. I should not be able to get here with no pressure. Even right there, I don't want you to run at me. I want you to make me weak. If I'm weak, then you chow me. But it's about that first shot. Let's work on that first shot. Let's try again. Try and kill me. 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Now what do? ASAP. There you go. A lot quicker there. As soon as you make that shot, it's perfect. Get the shot, slide at me and kill me. As you're sliding, remember, you want to keep cover. That was fine what you did, but even better slide is going out of hair and just putting pressure on me. That was perfect. Let's do that again. Make me weak and then push me and kill me. Let's go for it again. See how much different that was? Like, that was completely different. Why? You made me weak, and then you pushed me, you put pressure on me. Now, in a game, am I saying to go that way? No. Why? Because my teammates might be top gun. So it's very situational. So what you could do is do your initial route, which is go through the right hair. Because then you could back away. But these are scenarios where imagine you and your opponent are 1v1 on the hill and everyone's dead and stuff like that. Like, what to do in those gunfights is close that gap, bro. What you did there was perfect. Be more aggressive. Close that gap quicker. Okay?
Yep.
Let's try again. This time I'm going to try and actually finesse. Let's try again.
All right.
Good pressure. Remember, going left to right. You're doing the same thing. Now let's stop. You let me get full health there. Remember what we said? You spent way too long chasing me around a circle. Chase me around. What can we do? Jump up top. Where is he going? Okay, cool. Straight away. This is way quicker. Let me show you exactly how I mean. Could you stand here for me? Okay, we're gonna have 3 gunfights here. Head glitch to head glitch, and I'm gonna show you how to control it. Okay. First of all, good start. You got me weak. But did you see what happened there? It went same problem. It was too slow to chase me and get the kill there. Okay. If we're running at the same speed, could you go left here? Just go left and keep running left. I'm never gonna catch you because I'm going the same way. But if I did this, I stopped you.
Right.
And you did that way too late. When you did that, I already had full health. The reason I told you to stop was because I had full health. So everything up to that point was irrelevant because I can then finesse you because we have the same health. You're only chasing me because I'm weak. So as soon as I've got full health, that's a new gunfight. Every gunfight is about health. Once you've given up your health and we're both 100% health, that's a new gunfight. So what people do, and you don't have a bad habit, is this. What you did there, to be honest, is you kept chasing me. Even though I got my health back, you were playing it as if you had the health advantage. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, you carried on playing it as if it was the same gunfight. So you need to realize, oh, Arv's got his health back. Okay, this is the new gunfight. Let me stop now. I should have killed him. I didn't. Let me try to get the advantage again. Because I would have killed you there because I had full health and you were just running in the same direction. That's why I stopped it, to show you when the gunfight changed. That was now a new gunfight. Let's slow down for a second. We went through quite a lot. Let's stop for 1 second. Talk to me. Any questions, any thoughts, anything you want to kind of go through again? Just anything, bro. You can, you just to like kind of just ask any questions or just give your thoughts or anything.
Well, I mean, so I guess my thoughts are, there's like maybe it could be some mechanical things I'm doing. I don't know, but like there was one particular one where we challenged where you came into the door. I think I was standing right here where I'm standing. Yep. I saw you pop into the doorway. You popped back out. And then I actually tried to reposition over here. Yep. And I think that what I did was like in doing so, I lost sight of you for a second and you popped out right then. Okay. So like, I guess it's like making sure that I don't put like, even when I am trying to reposition, don't like over reposition to where I lose sight of you coming out that door. Stuff like that. And like, do you cart much on settings, or are you just like, it's all just what's going on the screen?
Say that again about settings, sorry?
Like, do I need to do, do you tell people like best settings to run, or do you have settings that you think are better than others?
Yeah, 100%. Settings are the big thing for sure. What we can do is after this video, I can give you a video I made. So after this session, I have a video in settings. Settings are like, do you watch any sports?
Do what? Yeah, do sports you said?
Yeah, what do you watch? What kind of sports?
Football, boxing, cool. Basketball.
Oh, who do you support out of curiosity? Just real quick on football.
Kansas City Chiefs. I'm in Missouri.
Oh, you're talking about NFL football? Okay, I'm talking about the real football. You know what I'm saying? And they're not gonna like
that
one.
No. American football, bro.
Oh, okay. I'll talk about soccer. Okay, cool. Let's say basketball, NBA, right? It's like, for me, the way settings work is like, bro, every NBA player is gonna have the right equipment in terms of shoes and stuff like that, right? It's like, bro, imagine an NBA player wearing sandals or sliders. Like, LeBron's not gonna be LeBron with sliders. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, you want to have an even playing field. So unless you have the right settings, you're not going into the gunfight with an even playing field. And that's why, do you know, you said to me about the PP9, if everyone in my lobby is running a Jackal, I'm not using a PP9, because if it's not as good, I'm putting myself at a disadvantage. Now, you can learn how to play at a disadvantage, but it's just, play on even playing field, bro. Play on even playing field, man. So your settings are a huge part of that, for sure. We'll go through them after this. I don't want to waste your session on settings, but definitely a huge part of it is your settings. Making sure you're on an even playing field, and then you can rely on your skill in other departments.
So just a quick follow-up to what you said there about that gun that I was using. Yep. So what about just the fact that, do you think there's not a situation where somebody plays better with a particular gun, even if that gun has a slower time to kill, like they're more accurate with it, per se?
Okay, that's a good point. If the weapon itself is a slower time to kill, all you're saying to me is, I am more used to the PP. I'm more comfortable with it, right? But the problem is, you're more comfortable with something that gives you a lower advantage. Let's go back to the example. Like, if someone says I'm more comfortable with sliders over trainers, like, okay, but you're just working way harder for the same result. So with the PP, for example, imagine you're a stat card. And Billy is an 85 rated player. Okay, with the PP, your potential might be 90, but with the Jackal, your potential is 95, but you're currently an 80 rated. So your current rating is less than with the PP because you're more used to it. However, your potential with the PP will just not be as high as it will be with the Jackal, and that's all it comes down to. Your current might be better because you're more comfortable, but get comfortable with the right stuff, bro. Get comfortable with the right equipment is the biggest thing I would say. Okay.
Gotcha.
There is situations now. There is situations where the gun may be stronger. In those situations, use the PP. Find out what it is that makes it stronger. Is it the fact that it's got so many bullets, certain heals? If I need to hold it up close, it's better. Find out what that is and use them in those situations. I'm all for situational weapons. I just believe the Jackal is more all-rounded, and every single pro use it for a reason.
Gotcha.
Remember?
Yep.
All right. Perfect. Let's carry on the same drill. This time, what we're gonna do is you're gonna stand here for me. I'm going to stand the other side. We're going to have it's a 50-50 gunfight in terms of our positioning. And we're going to have 5 attempts to see how we can win it. Every time we kill each other, just watch the kill cam, okay, bro?
Yeah.
Give me a 3, 2, 1. We're going to go. And I'm going to show you something really important. Before I commit to the gunfight, I'm not going to ever take a challenge like this. I'm always going to try to make you weak, and then I'm going to take the challenge to show you that I'm guaranteeing the win. Because if I push you right now like this, I could probably win it, but remember what I want to do. I want to guarantee the win, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do. So when you're ready, let's go.
All right, yep, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so watch kill cam. So you see right there, I made you weak, made you weak, made you weak. Then we both went for that gunfight. So did you see how we both went for the same gunfight there? You basically said, right off, I'm going to chow. And I said, right, I'm going to chow as well. However, because I had the health, I was going to win it. And this is why I'm saying it's very important. In that scenario, I hit you twice. You hit me once. So every single bullet is 25% health. So let's do some maths together, right? I am at 75% health. You're at 50% health, okay? So could you back away? Could you stand right here for me? When I say now, all I want you to do is slide right. Just slide right when I say now, okay? 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, this is what happened. We took this gunfight. It's a 50-50 gunfight because we both have done the same movement to get to an even gunfight. Happy with that?
Yep.
So, in terms of positioning, who has the advantage? I would say no one because we've done the same movement. So positioning-wise on the triangle is the same. So there's 2 other variables, skill and health. Now, who has the skill advantage? You said last time it's me. Let's just keep it at that for now. Let's say it's me, right? Who has the health advantage?
Nobody.
In this scenario, when I shot you twice, you shot me once.
Right there.
In that scenario, sorry.
Yeah, right there, you had the health advantage.
Okay, so you're saying, you have the health advantage and the skill advantage. So that gunfight, I should win maybe 90 times. So you seeing why it's so important to control that. If you realize that, I've got the health, back away, and try to get that health off me, or try to camera me. If we're both doing the same slide, you're not cameraing me. We're essentially we're both cameraing each other, so it cancels out. You with me?
Right.
It's in my best interest right there. It's in my best interest to have a gunfight because I think skill-wise, I can take you in a 50-50 and I've got the health. So I don't like relying on skill. I've said that before. I like relying on health and position. So I know that you're weak. I take the gunfight. It's in your best interest to reposition and get the health back.
Right.
Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, let's go for it again. Now, in that moment, why did you take the gunfight? Was it just a position thing? Or was it just what do you think went on in your head? So we can kind of identify that, because that's a big thing that happens. Is sometimes in the heat of a gunfight, it's like, let me just go for a chow. But it's about understanding when to play smart and understanding, right, when do I have an advantage? Like, did you feel right there, Arv has a health advantage or no? In that gunfight, like, did you think about that? Or not really?
I don't know. I didn't know that you actually had a one-shot health advantage. I knew I had hit you. I wasn't 1,000% sure how many times I had hit you.
Perfect.
Obviously, I knew I was hit.
Yeah. So that's great insight. What you just said. That's great insight. Sorry to interrupt you, because that's the most important point. If you don't understand how much health is going on, you're not going to know who has a health advantage. So it's a great point. So that's step number one. Step number one, saying, you know what? Let me start learning about what does this mean? Like, what does it mean by health advantage in terms of like, how do I know? So let's just do this. I want you to shoot me twice. Just tap fire. Shoot me twice. Okay. As soon as you get shot past a certain percentage on the bottom left, your health comes up. Let me show you. Right now, did your health come up?
No.
What about now?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see the bar is 50%?
Yes. That
means, Arv's hit me twice. I'm quite weak. I'm 50% health. All you need to do is just think, right, how many times did I hit that guy? Well, you only hit me once with a hit marker. That means I am probably higher health than you. So you have the health disadvantage. But about understanding that formula as quick as possible. As quick as possible in game. So, and it's, I kind of like simplify, like right now, go through. Even if I hit you once or twice, I'm like, I'll probably hit him twice. Go around. I know that I've got more health. I'm going to push him. It's just about understanding that. If I'm weak and you've hit me twice, I'm not even going to take that. But it's about understanding the gunfight. And that's a big thing. Just look at your health on the bottom left. Look at your hit markers and just kind of think, right, what happened? He's weak here. I'm going to challenge him. He's weak. I'm going to challenge him. After 4 seconds, if I haven't killed him, he's probably got his health back. Let me back away. But being really quick with those decisions. All right, let's go for another gunfight. When you're ready, let's go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. Great, I'm weak. So you want to have a gunfight right there. You want to have a gunfight way more quicker. It was good. You got the health advantage just a little bit too slow. Just like we went through, a little bit too slow. Let me watch the kill cam. You made me weak there and you missed a lot of shots. So one thing you're doing with your tracking is you're tracking my shadow. Let's stop for a second. Great pressure. Okay. Great pressure. The pressure wasn't the issue. It was your shot. Let's go through. As I'm going this way and going this way, you were shooting behind me. So your centering there needs to be cleaner, higher. You need to be centering where you expect me to go. You should be centering like on my body or like where the direction I'm running into. You know what I'm saying? Like you were shooting my shadow there. If I've got fast movement, let's watch this by the way. Look at that. As I'm diving, you see as I'm moving my right stick up? Just about tracking, but back to the point of centering right there. Bro, what you were doing is you were centering my shadow, and I was just sliding and running, so your shot was always a second behind. You gotta be a bit quicker there and shoot in front of me. So you see me going left, you need to be shooting like basically my body and just work on your centering there. So these are things we went through. Every single drill we had there was slight tweaks that could turn you to a diamond player. Just slight tweaks, but it was in every single drill. And that's when people say to me, oh, Arv, people come in my comments and say, yo, Arv, I'm gold, bro. How do I get better? I'm like, bro, I don't know. Like, you have to like realize that there's so many variables. It's not just one thing. It's just everything improving to get to the next level, that next layer.
Right.
Okay? We'll end that one there because it's been an hour, but it was a fantastic work with you. We're going to catch up in a second off call. Let's just end that one there. YouTube, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Shout out to that boy Billy. Great to work with. Just a smart player generally, and like actually understood concepts and was kind of responding and, you know, question. I think you did a really good job. So chat, show him some love. Hopefully you guys learned something new. If you did, please drop a like. It helps out massively, chat. We're trying to grow the community as much as possible. Subscribe if you guys are new. We're almost on 25K, which you guys have been absolutely incredible for. I really appreciate that. Billy, any words? We're going to give the outro and then we're going to end that there, bro. You go for it. Go for the outro, Billy. It's all you. It's your time to shine. Let's go.
I mean, I enjoyed the session a lot, man. I don't know what to say, but I appreciate it. And everybody that's watching, you should definitely check out Arv, man. I've been watching his videos. Definitely get a coach session in. It's well worth it.
My boy, thank you so much. Chat, show some love. Catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.